now is what photographers call the magic hour. I've just spotted another great shot. Going to try and put together a series of stitched images. I'm hoping for a really exciting shot. That's exactly what we want. I've got 2 lights set up and we've got this lovely wooden line. The exposure range is just too great. I've packed the wrong lens in the bag. I picked up the wrong lens. We've got beautiful light. We've trekked 3 miles down a cliff path to get here, and I haven't got the right lens. So check your gear before you go. There's a lesson to be learnt. Right, let's get rid of this Hasselblad and move on to the Canon. Okay, just trying the 5D Mark III out for some landscape work for the first time. I'm actually shooting with a 50mm lens here for a tighter crop. And waiting for this water to come in, which it's doing right now. And we've got that lovely setting sun over on the horizon, just breaking through the clouds, giving some nice rays of light there. And I'm just running with a neutral density filter and a graduated filter here, just to keep that sky in check. I might not need it soon, the way the light is starting to subdue, but it's just a good little test on the 5D Mark III, seeing how it performs on landscape work. I'm sure it will perform perfectly because I'm also familiar with using the 5D Mark II, which I've just recently replaced with this camera. And interestingly, shooting again with a 50mm lens for this shot, not a full wide angle lens, just a standard lens, because it's giving me a tighter crop, just clipping the edge of this rock here and the edge of that rock there, and allowing me to see the view of those rays of light on the horizon without demagnifying it so much that it becomes too small. I can still see that detail quite nicely. And that's what you need to do sometimes, is think about not always going with the super wide angle lens and fitting everything in. Look for angles and crops that can work well. And here, just a 50mm lens is the perfect choice for this composition. So just use your mind and your eye a little bit to determine what might make a shot, rather than just going for the big wide angle shot all the time. The light has disappeared to a bank of grey, rainy cloud. And that's what happens sometimes, which makes it so frustrating, but also makes it so much fun. Never know, it might come out again, but it's looking pretty bleak right now. I'm going to run with it a little while because there's still some lovely textures and contours in the clouds there, and the movement of the waves through this little gully in between these rocks is really nice, giving me some nice motion on the water. Right, I'm just capturing the wave movement as it's running out on a reasonably slow shutter speed, about a second at the moment. Captured some nice images there through that gully, but the light's gone a little bit flat now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. So probably going to call it a day now and head up the long hike back up the cliff. So even though the light did go a little bit bleak and dull, and I forgot my lens, I still managed to get a great result by using the standard 50mm lens focal length. So there's a lesson to be learned. The 50mm focal length can be a great lens for different crops and different compositions in landscape photography. Right now is what photographers call the magic hour. I've just spotted another great shot. Going to try and put together a series of stitched images. I'm hoping for a really exciting shot. That's exactly what we want. I've got 2 lights set up and we've got this lovely wooden line. The exposure range is just too great.